diplomacy on the brink, drone strikes on the economy, and protests against an ally. Hello, and welcome to your morning briefing for October 26th. Today, we're breaking down 4 key events that are shaping global politics. Stay tuned, it's getting intense. Is France preparing for war? First news comes from France. The head of the French army stated that their forces are ready to be deployed in Ukraine to provide security guarantees. This isn't a random comment. Just days before, top French command warned of a potential military clash with Russia in the next 3 to 4 years. This is a clear signal. NATO is seriously preparing for an escalation, and European nations could be drawn directly into the conflict. Ukraine's strategy: hitting the Russian economy. So, what is Ukraine's plan? Intelligence Chief Kirill Budanov laid out the strategy: precise strikes on the Russian economy. The goals are simple but painful. First, to paralyze oil production and refining, the Kremlin's main source of money. The attacks have already cut gasoline exports. The second goal is to damage the defense industry to reduce its production capacity. These drone attacks on refineries are a modern form of economic warfare. For example, damaging the Ryazan oil refinery could trigger a fuel crisis in the Moscow region, shaking economic and social stability. New U.S. sanctions. Meanwhile, the U.S. is preparing a new powerful sanctions package against key sectors of the Russian economy. The Trump administration has a plan ready, which will be implemented if the Kremlin refuses to end the conflict. This follows sanctions against Rosneft and Lukoil on October 22nd, which wiped out $5.2 billion of their market value. Congress is also considering a bipartisan sanctions bill, but Trump's support isn't expected before November. This delay highlights the challenges allies face in agreeing on a unified strategy. Diplomatic crisis in Asia. Now let's move to Asia, where Donald Trump is ready to meet with Kim Jong-un. But the real drama is in South Korea. Trump's visit to Seoul was met not with hospitality, but with mass protests. Thousands of people took to the streets with anti-American slogans. The reason? A U.S. ultimatum demanding $350 billion to compensate for trade imbalances and increase Seoul's share of defense costs. This was seen in Korea as an attack on their sovereignty. President Lee Jae-myung now has to navigate tough negotiations with Trump on October 29th under pressure from public anger. This could lead to a fundamental review of the entire military alliance between the two countries.
That's all for today. Global politics is becoming more unpredictable, and we will keep tracking these developments. What do you think about France's readiness for conflict or the protests in South Korea? Do you believe economic pressure can stop the war? We want to hear from you. Share your opinion in the comments below. If you found this useful, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next update. See you tomorrow.